Welcome to the Texas Goat Radio Show. I'm your host, Motwarias. This is part 3 of the 1775 live stream where Owen Benjamin is talking about Paul of Pockets of the Future.
I'm not checking. Paul, your pencil should be moving. Okay, which one is claiming to be a prophet of God? Paul, your pencil's... Okay, that's crazy, okay? It was the day I saw some things that bothered me right away, but I resisted that because I did not want to get involved. He resisted it by doing 30 minutes on it. But because he didn't say my name directly, even though everyone knew he was talking about me, he basically described me.
You're so vain, you probably think this song is about you. Just to save face, a lot of times, a whole lot of people, normal people, just ignore something when or I don't want to say ignore, but they don't address it unless they are specifically being it's being directed at them. But somebody like Owen Benjamin, who everything is about him, not just this channel, it's got to be about him. Especially if they're talking about a cult leader or a narcissistic cult leader or a predatory cult leader or a dangerous cult leader. It's got to be about him.
This is not about the bear thing being a cult. It's more about things that are in your system, like anger and hatred. They come through in your streams that are not good for you and anyone. Oh, see, Paul's just watching out for you guys. You know, he thinks I'm just far too angry. Okay, hey, Paul.
Yeah, angry, vile, venomous, predatory. There's a whole lot of things. Give me money and expect nothing. Pay your gay away after you listen to me communicate verbal pornography for 3 hours. Yeah, no, it's not healthy. It's not good.
Oh, which one of us just did a video called We're All Doomed? Oh, my hand's down. Paul, yours just should be up. You're one of the most miserable, angry fucks ever. Your kids are either dead or they hate you. You have an ex-wife who hates you. You got kicked out of an...
It didn't take long to do that, did it, Owen? Oh, my. Disgusting behavior.
Indian cult. No one gets kicked out of cults.
There are so many people that I have talked to, that I've read messages from, that say that their life changed dramatically after they stopped listening to Owen, just because of the vile, disgusting nature of who he is rubbing off on them.
How about you do a little self-evaluation? I know that you like to do evaluations and say, between me and Owen, who actually seems angry? Yeah, you're concerned trolling. Yeah. My audience is so fucking thankful that we have Paul Romano from Pockets of the Future, who's just so damn concerned. Jesus. It is also about how you turn on people and go scorched earth and are constantly in these feuds that is bad for you.
Paul from Pockets of the Future is spot on with his with his message to Owen so far. Oh my. No matter how many times that I see this and hear it directly from Owen, it still surprises me how vile, vulgar, and disrespectful he can be. So naturally as well. Like, it just flows off of his tongue. And just a few moments ago, whenever he mentioned Paul's children. This is not a man that you need to look up to. This is not a man that you need to respect. And whenever I say respect, I mean have admiration for. Everybody is created in the image of God, so therefore they deserve a certain amount of respect, in my book, the way that I look at it. But the disgusting nature of from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And whenever Owen says those things so nonchalantly,
you and everyone else, especially in the truth community. You know what, Paul? I'm not in the truth community. You guys can have your little miserable pity party. I said this.
That's probably one of the most honest things Owen Benjamin has ever said. I am not in the truth community. Why? Because he doesn't speak truth. It's as simple as that.
Same thing to Christians. When people just over and over said, you can't be a Christian and say these things, well then fuck off. I'm not in your group anymore. Okay? You can have the truth community, Paul. It's a...
You know what group Owen Benjamin is in? The same group from the dude from Buddhafield. The failed Hollywood actor turned cult leader. Jim Jones. Charles Manson. All of those. That's the group of Owen Benjamin. That is the group. He would feel right as rain among rubbing shoulders with those people.
Miserable pity party, and you keep blaming Google and YouTube for your lack of audience. You're like a boring old cunt. Oh, these feuds. Am I still married to my wife? Do I get along with my kids? Your kids won't even talk to you, Paul. You don't have any friends. You were in a cult, and they kicked you out. They started giving you the cold shoulder when in India. Let me tell you.
Whoa, Owen. You've already said, do cults kick people out? The hypocrisy, the lies. The reality of Owen Benjamin is not set in reality. The realm of Owen Benjamin, should I say, is not based on reality. It doesn't matter what he says because he'll say something completely opposite of it in the next breath. He stands on nothing. He stands for nothing except for himself. Owen Benjamin's God is Owen Benjamin, or money. He has said multiple times, I'm a dancing monkey. If you give me money, I'll dance for you.
Some about India. And right now he's going to play the victim. He's going to go, oh, this is what Owen does. He's so filled with hate. No. You're going to do a video about me being a narcissist and have hate in my heart because God told you to. Now you're going to get the truth, you dirty old fuck. All right? Indians love Americans. If you're a tall, white American man, they will literally pay to hang out with you. If they could get a white American man in any of those little ashrams, ask Gardner, they would never kick out a white American male. They obsess about white American males. They kicked out Paul. They don't want Paul there because Paul's such a miserable sack of shit. Here we go.
Okay, so from what I understand, Paul did some videos, and not one time did he mention Owen's name, and yet this is Owen's response. Insanity.
If it was up to my ego, in the truth community, I felt ordered to do so. Okay, and he's claiming that's God. The earlier videos were my way of saying these things in a more subtle way. No, it's called passive-aggressive, Paul. Actual men you could have DM'd me. If you actually wanted to help me, Paul, you miserable sack of shit, you could have written to me. You have my DM. You can contact me. You could say, Owen, I'm worried about your heart. Instead, you posture like this with this fake morality that you new age Eeyore fucks always do. No, you want attention, clicks, and money because you're a miserable cunt. This is a new Paul week. The video 5 hours and should be up today. If what I'm saying about you is true, then the video could be a great help to you if you receive it right. Oh, Paul, the messenger of God. If I receive it right, I'm bad for the truth community, right? You should know that I do not have
bad for every community, really.
Negative feelings towards you, and this is not some sort of feud. I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you, Paul? You do have negative feelings for me. You said God told you had to tell my audience I was a hateful narcissist to protect them. Is that not...
The irony of that is if you don't wear your bear goggles, if you take those off, you see that to be true. He is hateful, vile, venomous, dangerous, predatorial, manipulative, liar. All of the things one should strive not to be.
Negative, Paul? Then the word negative doesn't have a meaning. You think Jesus had a failed incarnation and he came back as a low-level member of your Indian meditation club? You know how fucking stupid you sound? I'm eager to move on, as I did not really want to make the video in the first place. Then why did you, Paul? You're just pushed by your jinn, by your demons. You can read this to your followers if you like. I want to be really clear here that I'm done with this, and I'm glad it is over. All the best. I wrote, cool, man. Much love. I get it. I'm actually not an angry guy, and I appreciate you trying to help.
One of the... it was so bizarre. It was a couple live streams ago, I think. Well, no, it was the one with Curtis Stone. Owen sat there and yelled and screamed for a while. And then you could tell that it hit him. You could see the countenance of his face and just his posture change whenever he realized what he was doing. And then he was like, he just looks over to the side and says, "Oh, today's a great day. Amy walked in and saw me smiling." Bizarre behavior. He is angry. He is.
Comedy requires some hostility or it's boring. And it's fine if you don't find me funny, but a lot of people do.
What?
And I'm glad it is over. All the best. I wrote, cool, man. Much love. I get it. I'm actually not an angry guy, and I appreciate you trying to help. Comedy requires some hostility or it's boring. And it's fine if you don't find me funny, but a lot of people do.
No. Comedy doesn't require some hostility or it's boring because there's many other very successful, way more successful comedians than the Owen Benjamin that are not hostile. Normally, comedy is not hostile. On one of the most recent Kill Tonys, there was 2 or 3 comedians who claimed to have been doing comedy for years. They immediately got on stage and they were hostile. How many laughs did they get? None. It was very uncomfortable to watch. And then there was a comedian or 2 that popped up after that were not hostile, who had never done comedy before, and they killed. They got laughs. So, no to that.
And you really don't need to police what people find funny. Bobby Kennedy is a sexual degenerate and a liar. I know you have a boner for that guy, and that may be why you're so disturbed by...
Yeah, it took less than 21 minutes for him to mention a male genitalia. This is the Texas Goat Radio Show, and I'm your host, motwarias. As always, till next time.